purpose-built regularly to try and make sure that the settings are right so that they do go ahead and launch the application.
Just another question. Sort of, you took from Helensvale, from Oxenford, sort of our area, north to the end of our boundary. I mean, every time I drive, I was talking to Sam last night, every time I drive up Rifle Range Road, north through there, there's another lot bulldozed and more houses. What is the sort of the 5-10 year projected population growth in this little bit between now and us and the Albert River?
It's pretty high. I don't quite remember the statistics. I know Councillor Gates, who's the Deputy Mayor, is a bit more familiar with that part because she's got that real extreme growth around Pimpama, Ormo. But there is substantial growth in the north of the city, and it provides a big challenge for us because if you take a drive down Uwalpa Road, for example, which is my northern boundary of Division 3, you know, we've got all those challenges about road upgrades all the way along. There is a massive amount of area out there that will be developed.
So which is your road, I missed that?
Uwalpa Road, where Gainsborough Greens is on the north side of the road.
Yeah.
That road is the boundary of Division 3.
And just going back to the transport question, like, is there anything that you know of in the state government? Are they ever going to start on the alternate route which heads out through the back of
the intra-regional transport
growth?
Yeah, they will. Okay. The standard answer from the state government at the moment is we've got no money. Okay. No, I'm not kidding you. I had a state member at a meeting last night. That's the answer. Doesn't matter what you ask. No money. Okay, so we're not going to see major road projects like that in the near future because that is a serious piece of infrastructure. But we will try to work with them to make sure we can get priority work through. So the park and ride connection, critical. The other thing we've got a problem with, you know, is exit 54, which is the crossover there near the schools. You know, growing population on the eastern side of the highway. That exit is at capacity. It's at breaking point, and it is a priority that the state government needs to address. Okay, it's a priority for the fact that we need to have the residents able to move around, but it's also a priority because if we want the Coomera Town Centre, that exit will need to be upgraded to take that capacity. So there are really compelling reasons why that needs to happen.
It's actually been from exit 57 going north in the big hours.
Yeah.
Because and in the evenings because you've actually got traffic which is delayed and still on the M1 in that left-hand lane because it's just not clearing.
Exit 57 is an interesting one because the style, you'll notice it's a different type of exit construction to, say, exit 57. What I'm told is it should perform better than it is. So what happens, I think, from time to time, that the signal settings get out of whack. And in fact, I was talking about that at a meeting last week, so I probably should just, as I said, that's not our control, but probably something I should just put a reminder in about because it is a style of exit, or interchange I should say, that should perform better than it often does. I mean, there's nothing, you know, for the times when I'm driving out at 8:30 in the morning from Hope Island out to the M1, and you get just about, you know, stopped at the Monterey Keys roundabout, I just go, come on, you can't be serious, really? You know, it should perform better than that.
So just on 57, are they thinking of doing another exit? Is that what you're saying?
No, exit. Oh, there are plans for more interchanges. So there's a plan for what's called the Le Mans interchange, which is a little bit further north of exit 54. There's also another crossover road, which is called Road G, which is a straight east-west connection as well. Look, those things, and the Road G crosses over not far away from exit 54, just a little bit north in between. But I mean, all of those things not going to happen anytime soon. If I could say anything about what the state government needs to be focusing on, it would be an upgrade of exit 54 as a matter of urgency.
Yes, I'll go take the kid over to school and you can wipe out an hour there and an hour back. Just to school.
Is it Coomera River, the primary school
Did
there?
you say Truma or Ruma?
Coomera River,
Coomera, yeah,
the
Coomera.
primary school there. I believe there's a crossing that should be installed at some point.
Oh, great question. Thank you.
He's got kids there.
Okay, good. Over the last 6 months, we've been working with the principal and with Karina from the PNC. We had an assessment by Main Roads. So school crossings are basically controlled by Main Roads in terms of having having personnel there. So we've been working with Queensland Transport. We've got funding approved for the initial crossing to be done. It'll be just a little bit north of the school as you go across over. That'll be happening very soon. So I got the funding rushed through about 2 weeks ago. So yeah, on its way.
Is that expensive to do?
No, it wasn't, but it was probably 12 or 13,000. I wasn't sure how much it was going to cost to be honest. So it was a bit, you just never know with those sorts of things. So, but I got the funding approved out of the local area works budget. And can I just say, the Mayor has come out and talked about reducing our local area works budgets, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I want people to understand we use local area works for things like that because it's quick, it's guaranteed funding, and we can get it to where it's needed straight away. So, I understand there's an argument of pork barrelling about it, but there's also there are very good reasons why it needs to be available to us. Jenny?
We have time for one more question. One more.
You mentioned before the fish land, going further out on Caldwell Road, just near Marina Keys.
Yeah.
There's an area there that looks like Shantytown, and with some metal buildings, which I'm told was when they thought of developing a village or a shopping centre in that region.
Where the demountable go, the old.
Yeah.
That's actually you mean closer to Hope Island Road?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's the designated town centre site for Hope Island. So there is a vision that we will see a shopping centre and shops around that area.
And does that mean that nobody has bought it yet?
It's in the ownership of Fish at the moment, I believe, yeah.
Still.
Cool. We're going to have to wrap it up.
Okay.
Call on Sam to deal with this thing. That was awesome. I'd like to see you come back.
Service station.
Happy to come back anytime.
Next
Yeah,
door.
come back and talk rates.
We didn't get to rates.
No, come back and talk.
Can I say one thing on rates quickly? We're going through a rating review process, which I think we spoke about on the phone, Graham. I'm very aware of what is perceived to be an unfair system whereby horizontal strata, that is 1A, 1B, 1C categories, are paying for certain services through their body corporates that appear to be duplicated in council rates. I've been advocating that we need reform in the 1 categories, okay, and hopefully we can see some. Unfortunately, the argument about rating structures is largely dominated by the view tax, okay, and there is just as much, if not more, concern for me in relation to horizontal strata. So I'm working on it, right?
Thank you.
Okay. Well, before you go, I think that's been a great exposition. Even though we said there was a lot of time, we still run out and we haven't covered all the ground. There are a lot of other issues. I think we could have a tranche 2 of this man again, because, and we want to see more of you around this club, Cameron. You really gave an excellent presentation, and your answers to questions are well considered and balanced. And I like that.